Hi guys, so today I have another tutorial related to the web scraping part. So I was thinking what can I show you all for the web scraping, and then the website that hit my mind at first was Wikipedia. So we all have been through this website at least once in our life, right? And if you haven't, then you are not a student. So this website, have a lot of information. Let's say if you want to get all this information stored in your text file. Let's just think about all these informations for now, all these ones. So I want to get all this information stored in a text file. How can I do that? So we are going to use some libraries for this. Okay. um First of all, let's figure out, so you must know the basic structure of an HTML, how HTML files are created, and how they work. Because if I inspect here, then you will see that all these files, all these text, okay, this big HTML file, this big structured HTML file is made up of these tiny parts, right? And these tiny parts, for example, this one is a paragraph tag and they have a lot of informations, right? So if we can extract all these informations, then we can save them into a text file. That's our motive for today. So let's see what we need for this. So first of all, we will need to grab this URL. So let's quickly grab that. Okay, let's create a new file, scraper scrapper2.py. Okay, so first of all, let's save this URL into this variable. That will be a string. We don't need the JavaScript part because instead of JavaScript we will be placing the thing that we are searching. Okay. The reason that why this URL is capital, because this is a constant, and constant, there is a naming system for this. So constant should be named all capital. So here's our URL. Then if you have installed Beautiful Soup, then you don't need to. But if you haven't, then you will require Beautiful Soup in Python. That's the same thing. So let's open that. And Beautiful Soup is used for the parsing and other stuff. You can actually get the data, the actual HTML data, with the help of the requests module. Okay, but to parse it and to extract data from it, we require Beautiful Soup. Request is for to grab the data from the server, and Beautiful Soup is to extract information from it. So we will be requiring these two. You can just simply do pip install bs4, right? And for the request you can do pip install requests. Here I have them installed, so I can simply do from bs4 import Beautiful Soup and import requests. So these are the two things that I require. Now first of all, search, and that is going to be enter the search. So the user will enter the search, then we will do, so our URL was actually constant, but here I'm gonna update this. So now search will be appended at the back of it, so I'm gonna place this. Okay, so that's fine, we understand this part, right? Now we have to first of all grab the information from this Wikipedia page. We first of all need to grab all this information, and to do that we will be using the request module. Okay, I'm repeating again and again get, so we will be using the get functionality. So you can simply say response is equals to request. Actually I need request dot get, and I can pass the URL here. So response will be storing that response. Okay, it will be storing some extra information in it. Then we will create a data variable, and here we will use our parser, the Beautiful Soup. And first argument is going to be the content that we get from the website and the parsing format. Here we are using HTML5 LIB parsing format. You can use XLLIB or any other format. So the data variable is now storing all the HTML. It's not storing this. It's not storing these as text. Okay, what it is storing actually is this text, this complete text that you see here. That's a little bit slow. Okay, So now we have to do the all the operations on this data. So if I print, there's a function called find all, and you can pass a tag name here. If I do this and I run this, python scraper2.py, and let's say I search python by javascript. Let's wait, and it says pb python may refer to an a p tag. That means it just found out one p tag. That's weird. Let's just see what happens if we let's just quickly also print the URL to see if something went wrong. Say python, and it says yep, that's correct. Why I think like it is printing the first argument or data to find all p tags. It's not possible that there are no p tags. So let's just open this link on the browser and let's see what happens. Okay, so it's loading. Okay, ancient snack. Oh, this makes sense because Python doesn't have any p tags. I was like, this isn't working. Okay, so that's fine. Python doesn't have a p tag. So let's search for something else. Let's say India. Okay, let's wait. This should have p tags. It have a lot of information. Python had more links like structure, and here we go. Okay, that's a lot of information. India really have a lot of background. So here we see that this is working. Okay, let it just finish. So find all is going to give us the data, but this data you see here is just useless. That's a lot of data in here plus the tags. So to get rid of the tag, to get rid of these extra tags, you can do dot content. Okay, dot, let me try data, that will just pop up. So data dot zero, actually data dot find all p tags of 0, because this complete thing gives a list, so we have to iterate through it. Dot content, yep, it's called content. So we have to create a parser. Okay, I'm gonna call it parser parser, and it takes a list as an argument. Okay, and it has to return something. So our actual goal was to get these data stored into a file, right? How to do that? So if you notice that for a second, I'm going to comment this, and if I do print data dot find all p tags dot, let's say a 0, just first one, and if I run this, let's say India again, and let's wait for it. Come on. Okay, so first one is something related to the GitHub, sorry, the Wikipedia itself. First few tags are going to be like these. You have to go to the Wikipedia and scrap the website in a better way. For this one, this should be perfect. Let's just grab some middle value. Let's say 10. I'm pretty sure there were more than 10 tags. Okay. Okay, here we go. So you see there is a lot of information, a lot of more than the information that we require, right? So what we actually need is just the content of this tag. Okay, just the content of this tag. So what we can do is dot content. Okay, let's try again. India, and none. That's weird. Dot content. Oh yeah, my bad. It should be dot text. try. The content is for the response. So here we go. So here's all the text that is inside that particular p tag, right? That's what we wanted. So there we can extract, we can do something like we are going to put each particular line on one line. Okay, so once complete sentence on one line. For that, let's quickly create a parser. So this complete thing is given us a list, right? Now what we want is, first of all, empty string. Okay, then we can loop through the list we are passing for each in list A. We can append the text values. Oops, we can append the text values. So what I'm doing is, I will pass this list that contains all the p tags, right? And then I will extract the text and append it into this string. Then what I'm going to do is, I will um, split this string on the basis of full stop, which means it will create a list, okay, in which each element is one single sentence. Great. Now, because I have to write it into a file, I will have to create a single big string, because that's how file handling works. That will do the work. That's great. We can comment this one. What we have to do is, we just have to get the result, okay, is equals to parser, and we can pass data dot find all p tags. That's great. Now we just have to simply open the file and write the data into it. So with open, let's say result.txt in the write mode, with the encoding is equals to utf-8 as file. Then I can do file.write result. Let's save it. Let's create a file. Actually, we don't need to create a file. It's in the result. Let's write it India. Let's wait for it. Okay, let's see what happens. And it's finished. If we go to the result.txt, here we go. That's a lot of data, right? So if you are doing any other thing like machine learning is just a really big term. I'm like, people use it so much, even they don't understand it. And it's fancy, So if you need data for any other task, okay, not just machine learning, then you should know how to parse data from the internet. And I think this really helped, right? This can be anything. This will override it. Still, JavaScript. I really wanted to try JavaScript. And this will again overwrite the file. If you go back, you will see that the file is overwritten. Now there is information about JavaScript, right? So I hope you like the video. And if you don't understand the code right over here, don't worry, I will tell you how to do these things. I'm working on it, so hope we will see you soon. Bye.